From the Newstalk ZB newsroom, this is Newsfix.
In this update, Te Whatu Ora is warning people to avoid Lake Rotorua because of potentially toxic algae. Blue-green algal blooms often affect lakes and rivers in the warmer months and can release toxins in the water. It can turn the water bright green or a dark brown. Medical officer Dr. Phil Schumack says the lake's circular shape means algae can spread fast.
And so we've issued the warning for the whole lake because these blooms tend to move around and could affect any part of the lake at any time.
Meanwhile, efforts to contain a large blaze in Golden Bay has likely contaminated a nearby river. Tasman District Council is warning people to avoid Takaka's Motupipi River for any purpose after a fire at the town's ITM building. Toxic chemicals may have been discharged into the water, which are dangerous for humans and animals. 2 people have been seriously injured in Napier after 2 separate attacks yesterday. The first was reported at 3 p.m. on Latham Street, where a man attacked and critically injured another before fleeing on a motorbike. Police are asking for witnesses and any security camera footage. Joey Dwyer reports.
Later, at 8:40 p.m, police were called to a stabbing on Miani's Waifatu Street. A victim was taken to Hawke's Bay Hospital with critical injuries, and he's in a stable condition. Police are hunting 2 people.
A US judge has rescinded permission for Donald Trump to give his own closing argument in his civil fraud trial. Justice Arthur Engeron initially agreed to let Trump speak, but made a U-turn after his lawyers wouldn't agree to conditions to prevent him delivering a campaign speech. New York's Attorney General is accusing the ex-president of lying about his real estate assets, inflating their value. If found guilty, Trump could face millions in penalties, and it would impact his ability to conduct business in New York. A 39-year-old is facing charges in relation to an assault at a New Plymouth jetty on Sunday. A man was thrown off the lee breakwater and held underwater and ended up in hospital. A man's due in court today, charged with wounding with intent to cause grievous bodily harm and threatening to kill. That's news. In sport, New Zealand is expected to be confirmed next week as the first tour host of the new British and Irish Lions women's rugby team in 2027. The concept of a women's team has been in gestation since 2021, with Newstalk ZB reporting last year that New Zealand had put their name forward to host the maiden tour. The Times of London claims the schedule is still being hammered out, but will include 3 tests against the Black Ferns. The quarterfinals are set to start at the men's ASB Tennis Classic in Auckland. Alexander Muller plays Taro Daniel on centre court, followed by top seed Ben Shelton against Roberto Carballes Baena. Then Alejandro Tabilo versus second seed Cam Norrie. The night match features 6th seed Arta Fies against Daniel Altmaier. That's sport. I'm Malcolm Jordan.
For more news, listen to Newstalk ZB live on iHeartRadio.